半月夜の散歩半月夜の散歩よくわかんない。
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have? Where to?
そうなの
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash, street turnips in homemade juice, and it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We'll have to go.
Oh,
Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
はい。ベーカーが遊撃隊のウィギンズ少年が彼の家族問題でホームズの援助を求めてきた彼の兄、レイトンが警察に逮捕された。2人を殺害した罪に問われてしまった。ということで、ハーフムーン通りにまず行きましょうかね。
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
そうだね。さて、現場はどこですかね。こっちじゃない。こっちか。暗いなぁ。ここは行き止まりか。ほい。
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes. Is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
被害者。
Who were the victims?
The 2 men here, both shot. The stat fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
目撃者。
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were 2 other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, A flower seller who was over at the far side of the street.
証言っていうのは
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The
花火っていうのは本当の花火なのか。
They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
今回情報量が多すぎて今分かってないんですけどね。ちょっと待ってね。まだでも証拠とか何も出てないんだ。じゃあ調べるか。ケネス・バトラー。RB があるから RB から行くか。地面、物が挟まっている。木のかけら。
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
なんだろう。
This shard of wood is quite new.
何だったんでしょうか。さてじゃあ頭調べる。弾丸が頭に命中している。彼には勝ち目はなかった。左のポケット。鍵だ。
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
取っちゃったよ。また取っちゃうからもう。で、もう一人。ブライアン・バーコッティ。で、調べる。
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand.
彼は即死ではなかった。
Death was not instant.
傷口調べる。
The bullet penetrated his stomach.
腹部を貫通している
wound.
恐ろしい傷だ。入れ墨？
A tattoo from Westgate Prison.
ウェストゲート監獄
Vacotti must have done some time there.
ブライアン・バーコッティの頭。
Brian Vacotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
他は棒。この棒の先っちょなんじゃないのか？
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
違うかな。
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
なんだろう。ちょっと待ってね。鍵と木の破片。で、この人がライアン・ターナーさん。
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this
何を見
evening.
たんだろうね。
Excellent. Might we hear your story? Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few
銃
moments
声がはっ
after,
きり聞こ
I
えて、
clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
他の人物。
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer,
他の
the
人物
fellow they
は見て
caught.
ない。2発の独特の銃声。そう、1発しか聞いてないのかな。
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded
音が違っ
different
とった気
somehow.
がする。
It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
逃走の後。
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the half moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
ん？誰もおらんかったみたいに言ったんじゃなかったっけ？違うかな。勲章の留め金、目出し帽、クリミア戦争、退役軍人。ボタンがない。貧しい生活。支えが必要、弱い足、ビッグを引いている。
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
ライアン・ターナーは60歳くらいの男性。クリミア戦争の退役軍人で、本人はこのことをとても誇りに思っている。戦争で足を負傷した。ごめんなさい。あれどうやって見るんだっけと思われ、いつもビッグを引いて歩いている。ターナー氏は貧しい生活を送っている。これ矛盾してんだよな。マロー巡査は死体を通り越して走った時にターナー氏の窓を確認したが、窓のそばには誰も見なかった。部屋の中暗かったって言ってんだけど、ターナー氏は警官が来るまで窓のそばにいたって述べた。これ矛盾してるよ。食い違う陳述。ターナー氏は警察が到着するまでずっと窓のそばにいたのと述べたけど、マローは誰も見なかった。彼らは食い違っている。 話した方がいいかな。証言の矛盾。
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes.
その
I
通り
stayed
で
at
す
my
わ。
window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
矛盾してますね。
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner.
あなたの
Constable
窓には
Marrow
誰も見な
stated
かっ
that he
たと
did not
話し
see
たんです
anyone
よ
at。the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
かなり質素な暮らし。じゃあごめんなさい。いろいろ見てまいりますよ、ターナさん。
The books on this shelf
本が
are
めちゃ
in
く
a
ちゃに置いて
mess.
ある。
It looks as though Mr.
急い
Turner
で
was trying
物
to
でも
find
探
something
し
in
て
a
い
hurry
た
here, a short while ago.
杖調べる。あらら、先っちょが。これは。木のかけらをつける。あら、一致し
Perfect
た。
match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick
死
when
体の
it
そば
became
にいた
stuck
とは
between
言
the
わなかった
cobblestones.
が、
He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
窓はここか。ちょっと待ってね。今何かあ、暖炉調べる。
This fire is dying out.
1時
It
間
was
以上も
last
前だ。
tended to over an hour ago.
なんか隠して燃やそうとしてたとか。はい。燃やされた紙。怪しいぞ。ページ。本か？
The papers are
紙は
almost
完全という
entirely
ほどに
burned.
燃えていて何が
I'm
書いてあ
unable
る
to
か
see
読むこ
what's
とはで
written
き
here.
ない。何かでも調べ。
These words
これ
are
らの文字は
illegible.
判読できない。
The papers were thrown into the fire
ほん
just
の
a
少
short
し前
while
に慌て
ago.
て本を投げたんだな。ベッド調べる。寝てた、どこについてたって言ってた
Mr.
んだよな。
Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
ここの窓じゃないんだね。逆側かな。特になんもなしかな。調理台。包丁。
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
調理台。掃き集め。裁断された紙。え？
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife
紙を
was
切る
used
の
to
に
cut
使
the
われた？
paper.
何を切ったんだ？先に窓を見ましょうか。
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window.
ケネス・バトラー。
The dead body of Kenneth Butler.
ブライアン・バーコッティ。
Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
確かにここは見通しがいいね。完全に見えるね。集めた情報をもとにして起こった出来事を正しく順序付けよう。おお。ちょっと待ってよ。じゃあ死体に近づくが1。何かを通る。あれどうやってやるんだよ。あ、いっぱいあるんだ。
No, it didn't
はいはい
happen
はい。
this
ご
way.
めんごめんごめん。まさかその寝てるとこから始まるとは。ちょっと待ってね。じゃあ話先に聞こうか。
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
何もなかった。じゃあ。まあ、とりあえずベッドから起き上がるだよね。違う。ベッドから、ああ、そういうことか。で、杖を取る。窓を開けるだよな、次は。もう下に近づくんだろうか。これは何をしてんだろうね。じゃあ、まあ、下に近づくだと思うんで、死体に近づき何かを取る。杖も折る。で、帰ってきて、折れた杖を置いて何かを取る。紙は切って暖炉かな。いや、暖炉に入れてから紙かな。これでどうだ？包丁で紙を切る。じゃあちょっと見てみましょう。起き上がった。で、外で出るんじゃないの？あれ？窓を開けて見るよね。ハンコを見る。そして早送りするっていきますね。ここで何かを取るんだよな。取って杖が折れて帰る。で、杖を置いてなんか探して取って燃やしてそして何の紙を切っ 切るのかね。
No, this
違
didn't
う。
happen this way.
この髪を切るがよくわかんないんだよな。どのタイミングで何をしてんのか。ちょっともう一回やって最後の髪を切るのとこだけ入れ替えてみます。行ったの？
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find? I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
モビーディック白芸。
Well
おっ
now,
とっと全
what
然
a
違うぞ。
find. A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
宝石。羊の
A
頭。
bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
取っちゃっていいのこれ。ターナーさん？窓へ移動する。
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
まあ、ビッコかな。
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
真相。
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
ああ、どうしよう。これは言っていいのかな。違うような気がするな。矛盾？あ、違った。じゃあ、なんか、ここで骨董品に行くの話が変な気がするんだけど。
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor
こちらの家
man
の
might
何倍もの価値
possess.
が。
It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window, as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad.
ま
I'm just a
あ、
poor
殺
man.
人犯ではない
When I
けどっ
chanced
て
upon
い
the
うことよ
bracelet,
な。
I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
ごめんな。ごめんなもおかしいけど。
That's why it's better to stay at home at night.
ということで証言が当てにならんということが、まあ証明されたってことだね。